For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. We're 1 week away from the release of Tyler Perry's latest movie, Divorce in the Black, which follows a woman played by Megan Good, who's on a journey of self-discovery and new love after her husband, played by Corey Hardrick, leaves her. Now, Tyler Perry criticism is nothing new, as people have begun to voice their frustrations with the stereotypical portrayal and negative images of Black people in his work. Before his death in 2020, Paul Mooney was one comedian who never held his tongue when it came to pop culture issues. Mooney has frequently criticized Tyler Perry and some other Black filmmakers, pointing out the fact that when it comes to Black movies, the audience can't help but see the Black actors for what they're portraying, whether it be drug dealers, abusers, pimps, or thugs. However, when it comes to white movies, the actors have the luxury of being whatever they want to be, because the audience knows they're just acting. Aside from Mooney, the Boondocks and Donald Glover's Atlanta have also released episodes spoofing Tyler Perry, with some of those same criticisms. Today we have our Comedy Hype analyst, comedian Steve Brown and Lab Love on the show to talk about the images in some of Tyler Perry's movies to find out if Paul Mooney was right all along. But first, let's take a look at this clip.
Well, thank you for inviting us. We actually used to come here all the time, right, Thomas?
You don't hear her talking to you?
You better get your wife, man.
Ain't nobody gotta get me.
Let's just order. I just want to have a nice night.
You know what? I can't do this.
And what y'all looking at?
You are home now, and you are safe.
No light in the dark.
I tried everything.
You think he's gonna stop? That boy put his hands on you.
But what happens when that's not enough?
Sometimes we hold on to the things that God Himself wants us to let go of.
You got that man out of your house? Now we need to celebrate, get you a new man.
I am not even thinking about that.
Honestly, I never liked the way he treated you. I always thought you were too good for him. Ain't you glad to see me?
I'm very proud of Monique. She did an excellent job. I'm happy for her. I hope she gets an Academy Award, an NAACP, but the movie, I just couldn't help it. As a Black man, that movie, I couldn't stand that movie. I was very offended by that movie. That movie was insane. Yeah, Oprah and whatever the other man's name is. That man that dresses up like a lady. What's his name? Yeah, the one that has Alzheimer's. He's from God, he's a man. He just stay in the dress. He can't help himself.
You know, I read the book, and if any Christian could read that book, they would throw it down. They would know that some demon wrote it. I mean, I understand that things happen in families, and there's a lot of things going on in families that we don't know about. There's a lot of family secrets which should be kept a secret, and I think this movie's late. I don't think it's innovative. All that stuff went on in slavery. I mean, you can't top slavery. That's how I look at it. Watch Gone with the Wind. Precious doesn't top Gone with the Wind. Scarlett was the biggest hoe that you know. She screwed everybody but Mammy, and she might have done that. Gone with the Wind makes Precious look like a Disney film. I want some positive stuff. I don't, you know, and as a Black male in America, we're not actors and actresses, or a Black woman. When we play a role, people think that this is a reality show. When Superfly was out, they thought every Black man was a pimp. When they go see these films with Black people in them, they believe what they see. Well, a white actor, they're acting. You know, you don't think that every white man's Jason or every white man's Psycho in that movie. That's an actor.
Well, before we dive into reactions, even the conversation, I have to welcome Lab Love, because this is his first time on the show.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for joining us, and also welcome back, Steve Brown. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me back.
Now, before I get into you all's reaction, people are also already reacting online. So I want to read some of those comments, and then I'll come back and get your thoughts as well on the trailer. So one user says, Tyler Perry movie formula: unhappy Black woman as main character, abusive medium or dark-skinned husband, female best friend with an attitude, light-skinned man as the new good man, old Black woman to give advice, bad hair, a sweaty church with people fanning themselves, written, directed, produced, and literally everything else by Tyler Perry. Another user will also add, he tried to make a thriller with Alex Cross, but y'all didn't want to watch that. So here we are again with Diary of a Mad Black Woman, part 55.
Everybody said this about Tyler Perry. Now, for full transparency, I'm not a Tyler Perry fan at all. I'm not a fan of his movies, but I'm a businessman and I know our industry. And what I think is Tyler Perry movies are not for me. So that's why it's okay for me not to like them. They ain't for me. He has an audience that loves his movies, and they clearly love the hell out of his movies, to the tune of making him a billionaire. How can you tell him what he makes is not good when he a billionaire from having made what he's made? Coke, Coke changed his formula some years ago. People went crazy when Coke changed the formula. Why would you do this? Coke went back to the original formula.
They did.
And now they're selling even more Coke than they were selling before. So you can't be, so all Tyler Perry does is he feeds his customers.
Yeah.
How can you be mad at him for feeding his customers? So I don't have a problem with what he does. Again, I just realize and know that what he's feeding, I'm just not eating. I'm not a consumer of the Tyler Perry thing. I don't have a problem with it.
Right. So let me ask you, what's your reaction to what Paul Mooney said? Because we heard him talking about, at the time he was talking about Precious. He talked about, it wasn't innovative. It wasn't anything that we needed. He wants more positive stuff. What was your thoughts about Paul Mooney's?
We don't consume innovative stuff as a community. We love to say we want innovative stuff, but we consume the same things over and over and over again. Whether it's a train wreck or whatever, we just consume the same thing over in our malls. You go to any black mall in the country, it's sneakers, jewelry stores. Sneakers, jewelry stores. That's it. We consume the same thing no matter whether you're in the north, the south, the west coast, the northeast, we consume the same thing. But then we'll complain, why our malls look like this? Why our malls look like this? And we get a mall that got other stuff in it, and we don't go to those stores.
Yeah.
So again, he just feeding his consumer. I don't have a problem with it.
Steve, let me get your thoughts. What are your thoughts about what Paul Mooney had to say?
I don't have a problem with what Paul Mooney had to say, but he because he's correct.
Yeah.
He's correct. He's pretty much letting us know that, Tyler is giving us what we can relate to. You know what I'm saying? But in another instance is also shedding a bad stereotype on us, like this is all we know, this is what we do, and this is all we go through. Nothing happy, nothing innovative, nothing they're saying that we are a very intelligent, strong race. It's just, man, the black woman, she's going through it all the time. It's a crazy black man, then there's a savior, then there's a happy ending. That's the story of our lives, and people believe it. And Paul Mooney wants the world to see more stuff, more innovativeness when it comes to our community.
But okay, so I get that. But why, if that's the case, if we say we want this, why is Common not as big as a Rick Ross? Why are all of these conscious rappers don't sell the units that a Sexy Red sells? They don't. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty of positive rappers who wasn't at the BET Awards.
But lad, you gotta understand.
They wasn't even invited.
But you gotta understand this too. There are two types. There are two different generations. The young people want that, but and again, I get what you're saying by going back to the old formula. But we won't. There are a lot of people that still love Common. There are a lot of people that still love the talented people who put out a lot of positive stuff in our community. But they've gotten older. And they're kind of chilling now, and they're letting the young people, as they say, y'all can have that.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then why is Centric not a bigger network than BET? Centric is geared towards grown people. It's programming that is supposed to be geared towards, the less ratchet population. And Centric don't generate nowhere near the revenue.
You know why?
That
Because we're stuck on BET. And again, it goes back to we're just settling. And I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question, Lab. Do you think Tyler Perry should have a responsibility to kind of lead that because of his success, because of the platform that he has, because he has this wide audience? Do you think he should lead us to see more innovative things and not the same things over and over?
Is it Tyler Perry's responsibility, or is it the consumer? As a business owner, do I sell a product that I want you to have, or do I sell a product that sells?
Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying?
Which one do you do?
I
get that as a business owner. but you are a black person who is a role model, and people are looking at what you do. So while you're up there being a role model, you could also put out a positive impression of our people, so we can follow that mold. You don't have to always put out, oh man, is somebody cheating, somebody getting beat on, this and that. So to me, people are looking at you, Tyler Perry. People are looking at you. People are loving what you do. So it's okay to change and change up a little bit or a lot and say and put our people in a positive light.
So then I ask this question: what's the difference between a Tyler Perry movie showing us doing whatever he's showing us doing and Gladiator? What's the difference between that? I can't remember the movie where they was the bank robbers, the Boston dudes, the town where they robbed banks and they put people from Boston in a certain light. See what I'm saying?
Okay,
nobody from Boston said, no, that's not how we get down. They was like, yo, he's from Boston. That's how we do.
Oh, that's cool, but guess what? Here's the reality of it. Those are white folks. We are black people. We're looked at crazy everywhere we go. It's a stereotype of us that we are just violent, uneducated people. So with somebody with that platform like Tyler Perry is, put it out there that no, we're not who y'all say we are.
But is he saying that we violent, or is he just showing what happens in some people's households?
Well, you know what? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's showing it, but people know that now. You've shown it enough. Show us in a different light. Show us in a different light.
So let me put this question on the table, because there's a lot of conversations, obviously, right? A lot of emotions come, especially when we talk about Tyler Perry's movies. Do you think, and I'll start with you, do you think Tyler Perry's movies cast the same negativity as rap lyrics? Because here you have people criticizing Tyler Perry, but you have rappers who constantly rap about gang violence and being in a gang and being a part of a gang. Do you think it garners the same negative response?
I don't think it's the same, because it's a difference between you not liking the light that they put us in and promoting us to kill each other. I think those are two different things.
Yeah.
And so I think you can 100% open to you disagreeing with the light that he showed. You show all black women ain't angry. That's one thing. As opposed to saying, yo, pick up your guns. Let's smoke this and let's kill these. You know what I'm saying?
So you think people should be more upset about that?
Without a doubt. I can change your impression of me. I can not be happy with how you perceive me. But what we can't do is we can't get back a brother who was killed because he's trying to live up to some rap lyric that he heard. Or he's trying to live some lifestyle that some rapper has told him is how we all should be. Yeah. We can't get that life back. Yeah. But I can put you in some classes, or I can put you in a new circle, and we can change how you get down. But we can't change how you get down when you ain't here no more.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that's a little bit more dangerous.
Steve, what do you think? Do you think Tyler Perry's movies cast the same negative response as rap lyrics?
I would say no, but then again, they do in a sense, because rap lyrics are coming right at you.
Yeah.
Hey, we gonna kidnap your grandma, put her in the trunk, we gonna hold her ransom until y'all give us a carton of eggs. Anything crazy, anything negative, we gonna do that. Okay, yeah. Tyler Perry is more so, he's giving us good, but he's also giving us the stereotype of black people and our problems and our traumas. And again, I feel like you pushing it out on us, and I think the reason it's so successful is because we do go through that and we can relate. Yeah. So pretty much we're all going to a Tyler Perry movie to go cry about what we got going on at home.
Yeah, but these rappers don't even be real gangsters.
That's true too.
I mean, we keep it 100. Who's scared of Lil Wayne? Who go to the club like, yo, I don't want it with him? Ain't nobody scared of Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Who's scared of Boosie? Boosie got asthma.
Yeah, he does.
Who's scared of the dude with asthma?
Yeah,
come on, son.
I would,
and that's not no knock on it, but come on, you can't be no gay. You I beat you. Yeah. Come on, dog.
So okay, so if you had beef with Boosie or Lil Wayne, which one would you fight first?
I fight Lil Wayne.
No, I think I.
Why?
Because Lil Wayne he be having them episodes. So I think if I hit him, I'd knock him in the factory reset. What you want, Weezy?
No.
You know what? Y'all two are a mess.
Baby.
Y'all two are a mess. No, I appreciate y'all so much for chiming in on this topic. I never would have asked that question, so great question. Before I let y'all go anywhere, I like to close out with what you guys have going on. So I'll start with you, Steve.
Of course.
What do you have coming up, and of course, how can people follow you?
Of course, every Friday I'm on the Yeah We Talk Like This podcast. 4 phenomenal comics, 4 different personalities, and of course, just doing my traveling thing, man, and out here acting a fool. That's pretty much it.
All right, I love it. Certainly last but not least, what are your thoughts? What do you have coming up, and of course, how can people follow you?
Coming up, I'm just traveling, touring, doing shows, filming a movie next week.
Called Fighting Bootsy?
He don't want it.
He's Bootsy bad.
No, I'm glad. So that's it, touring, and then social media, just trying to expand my social media footprint. That's my 2 main goals in life right now.
Absolutely. And did y'all mention how people can follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Comic Steve Brown, one word, Comic Steve Brown. You can also follow me on my fan page, Comedian Steve Brown fan page. And you can also see me here on Comedy Hype News.
Absolutely. And how can people follow you on Instagram?
It's Comedian Lab Love. Everything's the same thing on every platform. I try to keep it uniform. So no matter what you on, whatever you on the most, follow me on that. It's Comedian Lab Love on everything.
And he won't be back.
I'm gonna be back.
I look forward to both. I look forward to both of you coming back. But thank you both for joining me on this topic. But you heard from us. Now we want to hear from you in the comments below. For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.